Alright, hello and welcome back. I'm Sean T.D. Stewart, the home gamer, and I'm here again playing Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. Where we left off in the previous episode, we had completed the quest, Raban's invitation. Now we're continuing the main scenario. Talking to Raban again, right over here. And he's got another quest for us. Oh, we get a tuning. Nice. He'd like to share with us a story. We'll be getting some new boots, it looks like, so we'll go ahead and accept.
Sergeant Lease, I brought you both here for a reason.
Excellent. Quest accepted. Cutscene.
I wanted to show you this house. My house.
You mean, this is where you grew up?
Aye. Not much to look at, is it? Same could be said of the village. It was damn near impossible to live off the land, barren as it was. Which is why so many of us traded our plowshares for swords. Swords and uniforms, mind. We became military men. Tensions were rising between Alamigo and the Empire, and there was always a need for more soldiers to watch the border. It was only a matter of time before the first skirmishes broke out. It's a frightening thing to face Magitech armor for the first time. But after a lot of trial and error, I found ways to bring them down. After a few victories, people even said I had a knack for it. And then one day they hit us. Hard. I was wounded and sent home to recover. Back here.
Flashback.
Will you remain silent for fear of the Mad King's vengeance? Of his eyes and ears in the shadows and his knives in the dark? You, who call this living dishonor our nation. It is but a slow death. Liberty or death? Liberty or death? If this be your creed, then raise up your hands, raise up your voices! Together we will tear Theodoric from the throne! Together we will reclaim our freedom! Send you home to mend, did they?
Aye, sir. Garlean's got the better of us. The chirurgeons say I'm healing well, so it won't be long now.
Liberty or death, is it? Tell me, soldier. What do you think those words mean?
We must needs be willing to die for liberty.
Spoken like a true patriot. But liberty should not be the end in of itself. Liberty is a chance to build something better. A stronger, more prosperous home for our people. It's not quick or easy work. And it is never truly finished. But if you neglect it, then sooner or later, you look up to find you've traded one tyrant for another.
Well, sir, I've never asked for much. Never wanted to live like a king, just wish it were a little bit easier is all. For me and everyone else. And I'm willing to die for that. If that's what it takes.
Dying is easy, soldier. Living is harder. Rest, mend. Regain your strength. You'll need it in the days to come. And mayhap one day we will need it too.
Conrad chose you as his successor, Lys, and I will not gainsay his decision. I have but one question to ask. Liberty or death? Those were Curtis's words and his creed. Will you swear by your father's creed before your comrades and the gods?
Liberty or death. That's all you can hope for in war. Father understood that. And you want to know if I do too. I swear to you, here and now, I will fight until the end. Be it liberty or be it death. But the freedom we win must be for every Alamegan, even ones like Fordola, though they may hate us, and the Ananta, though they may fear us. We'll fight, and we'll talk, and we'll find a way to make it work for all of us. Compared to all that, retaking our home will seem like the easy part.
A good oath. And there is naught else to say. You are indeed your father's daughter.
Even a blind man can see that Lys wasn't herself. Not that I didn't understand. To be thrust in a position of authority under such circumstances, to be made responsible for the lives of so many, it isn't easy. And when you see your friend get cut down before your eyes, it only gets harder. I'll wager she thought Alizé was dead for a moment back there. 'Tis one thing to risk your life for a cause, but to risk that of another is a burden no soldier is ever truly ready to shoulder. The fear, the guilt, it weighs on her, and that's good. It'll make her a better commander. But first she needs to learn to carry it, to not let it break her, to remember that some causes are worth fighting for. Liberty or death. Her father's words gave me strength once. Mayhap they'll do the same for her now. Right then, I think I've said enough. The two of you can head back. I mean to stay back a bit longer.
I understand. He's been away for a long time and he probably wants to be alone for a while. Let's head back to Radiata. Alright. Mount up. Wait. Am I the one who feels like I'm being watched? I don't know if it's Imperials or Bandits, but I know there's more than one of them. Let's split up. You head northwest and I'll head northeast. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. Alright, why are we splitting up? Seven hells, he's seen us. Sod it. Dead's as good as alive to the Imperials. They attacked you too, didn't they? I had no choice. They're Alamegan, even conscripts. By the look of them, barely adults. In fact, some of their faces look familiar. Wait, I remember. They're from Radiata. They must have seen us when we were looking for Stark. They probably thought the Imperials would reward them if they captured or killed. Oh god, Alzanov and I could be in danger too. We have to get back to Radiata and find Nago. What's all this about? You two look ready for a fight. We were ambushed by villagers outside of Radiata and thought they might try to attack you too. Are you alright? Aye, we're fine. The twins are at the Starks. Alizé was asleep last I checked. I'm sorry. Did you say you were ambushed by villagers, not soldiers? Did they not see what we just did to Castrum Albania? God's damn fools. Leash, Sean, we heard you talking. We overheard you talking. The ones that attacked you, they were young, less than 20 summers? Aye, I thought so. It's always the young ones, the ones who have only ever known the occupation. They're the ones you gotta look out for. See, the only decent work to be found in Radiata is for the Imperials, and everyone knows it. Children grow up knowing it. They have it pounded into their skulls that the best they can hope for is to serve an Imperial officer. Bloody fools, after everything they've seen us accomplish, they ought to be begging to fight for the resistance, not against us. They've been living in the shadow of a Castrum their whole lives. A few victories won't change that. Aye, you got some who can't wait to spit in a soldier's eye, but they get beaten for their trouble, or worse. Even so. And the ones that don't fight back but refuse to beg, well, they just starve. Beat the dog that bites the master's hand and ignore the dog that refuses to do his bidding, see? In the end, the ones that learn to abide are the ones that survive. Now you may say that's all about to change, and I believe you, many here do. But a young man or a woman who grew up only knowing what he knows has got every reason to doubt. Remember that. Do what you have to do if it comes to it, but remember that. The sooner we liberate Alamigo and bring an end to the occupation, the better. Only then can we show these youths that things do not have to be this way. Only then will they know what it means to live free. We're going to build a new home for ourselves together, a better home that they've ever known. Alright. Hit the boots and hit complete. Quest completes. We got a tune to another current. Nice. Alrighty then. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm Sean T.D. Stewart, the home gamer. You're watching me play Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. Let's go ahead and equip our gear. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please tune in again next time. The quest we just completed was called Liberty or Death. And in the next episode, we'll play the next main scenario quest. Bye.